please support HVAC Shop Talk's partners. These great companies will give you great products. We stand behind them, and they stand behind us to make sure you guys have brand new content every week from HVAC Shop Talk. Now we are looking at a drill that I purchased at Walmart, and right off the bat that doesn't look like it's going to probably instill a whole lot of confidence in anybody. We're going to check this drill out. I'm going to take it out of the box and take a look at it. We're going to run it through the mill. I don't know what mill that means, but we're going to take it out and we're going to test it out. We're going to find out if a Walmart drill can stack up against some of the other drills that I have in my repertoire, such as the Porter Cable and my old trusty Ryobi. So let's get this thing out of the box. First thing we can already see has a 3/8 inch keyless chuck. So keyless chuck, that's nice, but 1/2 inch chuck is really a must when I'm taking things to work with me. So 1/2 inch chuck would be better. But hey, all right, well, whatever, that's fine. 15+1 adjustable torque settings. You can see the 15 plus a drill setting. You can see it on the outside of the box. Has a built-in light, looks like it's right there. 2-year limited warranty, so that's not too bad. 20 volts, lithium ion. So this isn't a cheap old style battery. This is a lithium ion battery. All right, so let's take a look at it. All right, one drill, one set of instructions, and one probably charger. Let's see if we have any countries of origin on here. I'm going to wager heavily on China. Wager heavily. Made in China. Walmart.com. All right, so it is made in China. Shocker. We have our drill. We'll get some weights and stuff in a minute. This is just going to be a first impression. See if I got a little gas on it right now. All right. Let's go ahead and take this out. It's going to be the charger. He's got a charger, and it looks kind of similar to the Porter Cable. So we're going to line them suckers up. That'd be kind of funny. You can see one of the stickers is already coming off, so you got that good quality right off the bat. One of the stickers is coming off, but hey, you know what? Stickers don't make the screws go in, so it's all right. That could be okay. Hyper Tough 20 volt max lithium ion. Has some insignias right here. It says power on. You show the green LED. Battery charging, got the red and the green. Battery fully charged, and you got the green by itself. Got a little pause symbol right here. We'll see what it does when we plug it up. We'll see what happens. So there's our charger. I'm going to test out to see how long it takes for this thing to charge. That'd be one of the concerns because this doesn't look like a quick charger. As you can see, the sticker on this is coming off too. So that's kind of annoying. Annoying, but not a deal breaker. Looking at the drill itself, you can see the different settings there. Then you have the drill. You got one that basically means it's going to, slip a little bit instead of putting too much torque on it. Then you go all the way up to drill, and it's going to try to pull it. It's not going to slip. We have a battery here. We have a button on the front. It's going to slide out like a lot of modern batteries. It is a 1.5 amp hour battery. Okay. And that's just fine. 20 volts. So we'll slide that in there. Let's see what kind of settings we have here. We have 0 to 600 RPMs. So we don't have that high RPM setting. We just have a low RPM setting. See, a lot of cheap drills will be like this. They won't have that 0 to 1500 RPM. They'll just have a lower RPM, or 0 to 1000. This one has 0 to 600, which is essentially just a low-speed drill. That's all it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drain the battery on this bad boy. I'm going to pull the trigger in and lock it in place until it's completely dead. Then we're going to see how long it takes to charge it, and then we're going to go from there. So I have the Hyper Tough manual here, as you can see. The Hyper Tough manual, and I've selected a few gems I thought were good, solid pieces of advice from the Hyper Tough manual. So I'm going to go through it. And there's a little bit of sarcasm to this, so just bear with me. Gem number 1. Do not overreach. Keep proper footing and balance at all times. Roughly translated, this means that step on the top of your ladder that says this is not a step is actually not a step. There you go. Do not use tools if the switch doesn't turn on and off. That makes a lot of sense. I'm going to tell you the truth, guys. We had a circular saw that we had to hit with a hammer to turn off. So this is good advice. We're very stupid individuals here at my house. We do things like that, but you definitely should not. Keep hair, clothing, or gloves away from the air vents, as they may become entangled in the moving mechanism around these vents. Or, if you do that sort of thing, get your hair tangled up, that's just punishment for being a dumbass. Never attempt to open or modify batteries for any reason. Released electrolyte is corrosive and may cause damage to the eyes and skin. It may be toxic if swallowed. In summary, if you are opening up your batteries for modification purposes, try not to drink the battery acid. There are certain conditions, such as extreme usage, charging, or temperature conditions, that can result in a small amount of leakage from the battery cells. The next line is my favorite. This does not indicate a failure. Well, what the hell does it indicate? Success? Here's some information I thought was interesting, and I think you guys will too. Batteries will only reach full performance after about 5 charge and discharge cycles. So even though we've charged it up for the first test, typically it'll take 5 discharge and charge cycles to get to the proper performance. That's actually pretty interesting. I didn't know that. Here's another good piece of advice. Place and charge the battery pack on a dry, fireproof location. So if your building is engulfed in flames, don't charge your battery there. Only use sharp drill bits. From the troubleshooting section of this book. Troubleshooting problem. Unit will not start. Possible cause. Battery not installed properly, like you have it glued to the side of the drill. Battery not charged. That would do it. Possible solution. Charge the battery. Battery will not charge. Battery not installed in charger. Charger's not plugged in. Surrounding air temperature is too hot or cold. Too hot or too cold. That makes sense. That's pretty good to know. The other things are pretty inconsequential because if you actually don't know those things, you've probably already eaten this book. The last line in the instructions. This product is not intended for commercial use. That means if you use this product commercially, i.e. being a contractor, it'll void the warranty because this little bad boy is made for hanging pictures at grandma's house, not for screwing in studs in new construction. Does anyone actually screw in studs? We all nail those still, right? We don't screw those, do we? I don't know. But you can't use it on a job site, basically, so all of you probably just turned this off. So now it's time to do some more tests with the Walmart Super Drill. Potential Walmart Super Drill, should I say. We have this nice lag screw that we're going to drive into these 2x4s right here. First, I'm going to use my impact from Ryobi. We have our bit in there with the socket. So, fit it right in there nice and easy. All right, drove in the screw very nicely. I also lost my hearing. So I'm gonna take it out with the same drill, and then we're gonna see if the Walmart drill can do it. Toasty. Now we have the Super Walmart drill, the Hyper Tough 20 volt max lithium here with this very warm screw. I got it. I don't even know if it'll go in the same hole. Let's try a different one. And I don't have to put it on low speed because it's always there. I don't see any smoke coming out. No smoke coming out, but I don't want to push it any farther than that. We're about an inch out of there. It's not an impact driver. We just want to give it a tough test. I don't smell it burning up on the inside. Maybe we should try to get it the rest of the way in. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. Damn it. Nah, that ain't happening. It ain't going any farther. We got about 3/4 of an inch of it sticking out. This drill cannot meet the challenge. But what can another drill do that's not an impact driver? Let me go get the Ryobi, and we'll see if it can actually do this. Just a regular drill. It's 18 volt lithium ion. I guess we got to see if we can get this screw out. Yeah, we can get the screw out. All right. So it can't do what the impact can do, but can another drill like this one accomplish the task? All right, I have my Ryobi drill here. It has 2 speeds. We're going to put it on low speed just like the other drill. The 2 speeds it has, I'm getting older, 0 to 350 and 0 to 1300. So it's going to go a little bit slower. We're going to torque that bitch in there. Or it's not going to make it. This is a relatively new battery. 2 amp hours, lithium, 18 volt Ryobi. So I guess now it's one of their weaker batteries. They have stronger batteries than that, or more capacity, but we're gonna see how it works. All right, tried your best. Of course, we're gonna be set on drill, just like the other one. Going right above here, see if I can get it started. All right. Definitely faster. The Ryobi can definitely drive it in there. More torque, more power, 18 volt, 2 amp hour. So, unfortunately, the little itty bitty Walmart drill is responding like a little itty bitty Walmart drill, which is what you would expect. Let's drill some holes and stuff just to make sure. We'll use this drill, of course, not the impact driver. We'll get out a paddle bit and see if we can't make a hole in something. Guys, we have our 2x4 outside now. We're going to take our 2 drills and use our 3/4 inch paddle bit here to try to drill through these 2 2x4s. We'll see how successful we are and how quickly we go with the Ryobi 18 volt drill and our hero, the Walmart Hyper Tough Super Drill. Again, it's set on low speed for the Ryobi.
Ryobi's got no problem with it. Now our friend the Hyper Tough. Really, not much problem with it either for the Hyper Tough. So not too bad of a job with not a small paddle bit, but not a large one, kind of intermediate size. Not too bad there with the Hyper Tough.
So what are my final thoughts on the Hyper Tough 20 volt max Walmart drill? I call it the Walmart drill. I don't know if Hyper Tough is sold anywhere else, but I bought this one at Walmart, so I'm calling it the Walmart drill. It's my show, so I can call it whatever I want. Now, if you are in construction, if you're in the heavy trades where you need a lot of drilling action, you should get this drill as a fourth backup to your 3 other drills. I'm just kidding. You should never get this drill. This drill is not built for those heavy construction activities. If you're putting deck screws into an entire deck, if you're putting lag screws into stuff, I think we proved this is not the drill for you. This is just a Walmart drill. Like one of the guys said in the comments, I think it was on Instagram, this is for hanging pictures at your grandma's house, and that's sort of a sarcastic way to put what this drill really is. It's just a baby drill, just a little itty-bitty tiny baby drill waiting for the school bus in order to grow up and be DeWalt one day. But it'll never be DeWalt, alas, because it'll always be a baby drill. Now, it'll do some of these activities okay. If you were stuck on like a job that I used to have, like an HVAC tech job or install job, you had to screw some metal duct together, this would probably be okay for that, but it wouldn't last all day, and once you had to go charge it, it would be horrible. So if I had to use it for a few hours, screwing duct together, I think it would probably work, but I wouldn't take a chance on that. I would go right past this drill and go to something else, something with a longer battery life and a quick recharge time, because the recharge time on initial charge was 7 hours.
What?
And the recharge time after that's about 4 hours. Horrible. That's a long time. As you saw from the video, it did do some things well. The paddle bit thing looked okay. It looked all right, but it doesn't have a high speed setting either. And it doesn't have a lot of torque on low speed, which is where you want your torque. So on high speed, you don't have that drilling action you need for maybe drilling into metal, putting in those drill point screws that I used to use a lot, drilling into I-beams and stuff like that. You won't be able to do any of that stuff. So basically, I have to say this drill probably doesn't cut the mustard for many of us out there. Some of you already knew that when we first started this, but I want to put this drill through the ringer because I've always wondered about these things they sell at Walmart and Harbor Freight. Are they good or not? Now, there is a spot for these drills. If you want to keep it around the house for activities around the house, I think it's probably perfect for that. But if you're a guy in the trades, you want to go with the big companies. I use Ryobi. A lot of people make fun of that. But Ryobi did a great job for me, and I was in the trade for 20 years, over 20 years actually, and used Ryobi for most of that. But a lot of guys out there, they bleed red, they bleed yellow, and whatever. That's fine. Whatever floats your boat, that's fine. But whatever floats your boat, make sure the red you bleed isn't Hyper Tough, because you'll probably bleed out. I would only buy it if you want something around your house, or like the guy on Instagram said, you can give it to your wife. LOL. She might be able to screw some scrapbooks together with them or something. I don't know. But then again, most of those guys are just being douchey because they want to talk down on these little tools. They don't like little tools. That's fine, though, because this thing does suck. So I guess I got to give them some slack. All right, guys, stay tuned. Next week, we'll have another great review. Put it in the comments what you think of this drill. Try to be nice about it. The drill has feelings. What would you want to see reviewed on this channel? We're going to do some stuff with the True Blue vacuum hoses. We have some Appion vacuum hoses on the way. We're going to set kit against kit. And we're going to check it out with a brand new Yellow Jacket Super Evac pump. So everything is good to go, top notch. We're going to see who wins the fight. We're going to put a micron gauge on it. We're going to test some valve core removal tools. And we'll get back to some more broad trade stuff, not just HVAC. We want to go to broad trade stuff. So stick around for more of that, and I'll see you on the next one. HVAC Shop Talk podcast is proud to partner with TrueTech Tools to bring you great deals on great brands like Refrigeration Technologies, Retro Tech, and also the brand new AccuTools True Blue hose kits. All you have to do to save 8% off these great products is use the Shop Talk discount code at checkout.